Hey, Kristin again. I actually already tried to do this, but I had a really bad echo because apparently my microphone was too close to my headphones and my headphones were too loud. So let's try this one again. Kind of want to push it forward a little because I don't know about YouTube and the whole language. I mean, this song's been up for several years, but then again, I'm a little channel, so I doubt that they would hesitate to kick me if. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so this as you can see is set F it. Sorry, it is what it is. I'm not censoring the song because I'm not down with that, but as far as what comes out of my mouth, it is what it is. But Said F It by Upchurch. And obviously I already went through I did a whole 20-minute reaction or something to this already. So, and I had already heard it before that, so I'm not gonna pretend I don't know it. So, but I really like this song, and I really want to bring some more artists onto the channel because, especially the independent artists, I want to put them out there more. I mean, not that my small following is gonna. Probably most of you guys already are familiar with Upchurch, but you never know who might stumble upon this crazy person's channel here. But let's get started because I'm sure I'll talk a lot like always. So let's get started. And yeah.
Oh well. Goodbye.
Let's go back. Okay.
Oh, they gonna be mad about this one, boys. Oh well. Goodbye. Fuck award shows, fuck the radio, and the new up-and-comer and his female clothes. With his glitter on his face and his pre-written songs, he ain't from around here and neither is his boss. Fuck the guy.
Okay. I'll admit it. I'm not a dude, obviously. Although, the way things are going these days, I don't want to be too controversial these days. I feel like if the stuff that's going on now had been around when I was a teenager, I can't entirely say it. I'm kind of like, I don't know. That's for another time. And sorry, but okay. The reason why I stopped this is I was gonna say he was talking about pre-written songs, and look at where I posted. Oh my gosh, let's go back just slightly.
Songs, he ain't from around.
Okay, yeah. So, sorry, that was too awkward. Uh, okay, so when I did my music, I did buy tracks and go to a producer and all that stuff. And so, like, I wasn't a songwriter or anything, and I'm still not a songwriter. I mean, I I would definitely love to be able to be that as talented as these artists, but uh me writing songs was always just like it was just like a weird awkward like goth diary entry or something. So I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe they could have been made into something, but I don't know. I just didn't really feel like, especially for country, it definitely wouldn't have been, probably, at least not mainstream country. I mean, now we see that, the lines are blurred a lot more, which is really cool. But, you know, back when I did music, you know, so I don't know. I just pointing out that, yeah, like, I admit that I would have probably definitely been fallen more under the, recording pre-written songs, but hey, one of the songs on my album was actually, one of the songwriters on it was Gretchen Wilson, which is pretty freaking cool. I mean, never mind that no relation that I'm aware of. Although my dad did say that uh that he had brothers that moved out to the Midwest. So he's like, you never know. But anyway, back to the song.
Down here, neither is his boss. Fuck the guy in the office with his jerry curl, and his hands super soft like a teenage girl. Fuck social media and them long hashtags, which a bitch made album cover looking like a. Yeah, I said the word fuck in a song on the charts, probably breaking beta male with achy breaky heart. With their mocha lattes and sparkly blue scarves, sitting in the room trying to fucking talk like us.
That's something I never would have, or even not something I never would have done. Like, I moved to Tennessee, with my mom when I was like in my mid-20s. There's no way that I was ever gonna have a Southern accent, and no way that I'm gonna fake it, because I just don't get the point. Like, if you happen to pick it up, then great, fine. If you are born and raised in the South, great. Do you. Don't pretend you don't have an accent. But yeah, it's like people in an office like, yeah, I reckon, yeah. I reckon I'm from New York, and I talk like I'm from the Deep South. I don't know. Cheesy, I know. But let's get back to the song.
We don't need another pretty boy singing pretty songs. What up, Luke? You doing all right, bro? You want a beer? No? Okay, well, suit yourself. You act like it broke your heart or something.
That part kind of makes me a little sad, because I have heard the song they did together, I think Outlaw, and it's really good, like both of them. And I've heard Luke Combs stuff, and he's really good also. But like, I heard all this stuff, like him like saying sorry because he was in a video with the Confederate or rebel flag and all that stuff. Like, I've heard different people call it different things, so I'm just like, like I said, I've lived here now for since 2008, so quite a while now, and I've known people, I've seen people, wear belt buckles, shirts, etc., and they were just regular people. They weren't evil, hateful people. Like, some people like to, say, oh, if you are repping a certain flag, that you're obviously, a bad person or hateful, and it's just not true. And I think that Ryan's a good example of that, because there's no way that anything that I've seen so far would indicate that he is a hateful person. I mean, it sounds like he's the exact opposite, that he's helped a lot of people, and it feels like he is in turn loved by his fans, but also taken advantage of. And I can honestly relate. I've been taken advantage of quite a bit since losing my dad, and pretty much not having that many people left in the world. So I get it. I mean, not to that level, definitely, because I certainly don't have money, but but yeah, anyway, back to the song. But yeah, I think my point was, I feel like, I mean, I'm not going to judge somebody else, like, taking advantage of the music industry, and, like, not taking advantage of, but, like, if they get offered a contract, and going somewhere bigger, I get it. There was probably a time when I would have probably done it if that had been an issue, but definitely not. But, so I get it, but at the same time, I think that Luke could have probably gotten really big places without a label, because he does have a lot of talent. So it's just sad that he's falling into this, like, woke trap, like everyone else seems to be, but not me. Just saying, not me. sometimes I feel like I look like I would be one of those people. Definitely not one of those people. Anyway, back to this song.
If country music was a rooster, you probably wouldn't know it don't lay eggs. If country music was a set of Gamecock gas, you'd probably get stabbed in the hand. If country music was made with chickens in a thicket, would you have corn dust covered on your bridges? I am the country like rooster feed to a bucket, just plucking, telling y'all, fuck it. Yeah, fuck it!
You know, this is a really fun way to use that word. Like, my experience, like, hearing that word in the past, like, I don't know, decade or so was, my dad was very angry, and especially since I feel like when we lost my mom, I feel like that definitely he became more angry, and I heard that word a lot. So, you know, definitely in certain contexts it kind of gets to me, but using it in a fun way like this is, I don't know, it's just really funny. Like, when it comes to in music, I'm not like, I'm not offended by it at all. Like if somebody uses it angrily at me, or, you know, in my presence, you know, towards me, it gets to me. I won't lie, but this is a really fun way to use it. I feel like, I mean, maybe it's just me, but yeah.
So by now, you probably figured it out. Mainstream pissed me off and made me have a dirty mouth. But on the flip side, here's a
mainstream, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't have a whole lot of stories about the music industry. I mean, like, I honestly didn't get very far. I did a few showcases back in 2006, 2007-ish, and around that time. And yeah, it's like, it was always like, oh, you're good, blah blah blah, and then yet I didn't even make it to the second night, because it's not about talent. I mean, the independent scene's definitely about talent. I'm not saying that, like, obviously we have all these talented artists, but like, when it comes to mainstream, I'm not saying no mainstream artists have talent. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that especially for females, a big part of the mainstream is, the number one thing is that you basically look like a model. I mean, I'm not even hating on it. Like I was always a big fan of Taylor Swift, and I still appreciate her music, and I'm not going to say she doesn't have talent, because she does, but I'm just saying, if she looked like me, you think she would have gotten where she was? Frick no. And that's fine. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm just saying that, you know, it's just reality. And yeah, I mean, it's the mainstream. They have their own thing. I mean, they use these people as basically actresses, models, like, just to sell products. Tom talks about it a lot with rappers selling, you know, alcohol, basically drugs and everything. So, you know, I guess every part of the mainstream industry has their own thing. But yeah, there's a lot I could say, but in due time, I guess, because I still want to make some videos that aren't reactions, probably talking about stuff like that. So we'll get back to the song.
little known fact. I was born in Music City, still getting no slack. I got country songs tipping 100 million, get played at every mud park across Dixie. Not to mention female singers wanna come and frisk me, especially when we're stoned in my F-150.
Right?
Hey, what are you doing?
Trying to start a fire. It's getting chilly.
Getting chilly. It's getting dark. What, you lost or something?
Yeah, I've been out here for hours.
Where'd you come from?
Came from up yonder.
No. You need to go that way. You need to get out of here, dude. If they find out a country singer was lost in the woods, fucking CMT gonna eat this up, fucking.
If anybody's watching this around 15 minutes, did that actually happen? I'm just curious. Like, I don't follow a whole lot of like that kind of stuff, but it would be interesting to know if Ryan actually came across Kane Brown, I believe it is, just randomly in the woods, lost. That would be funny. I mean, and I'm not laughing to be mean, because, dude, you're not gonna catch me in the woods. Sorry. Like, I'm not an outdoorsy person, not at all. Get me as far away from bugs as you possibly can, so no hate here. But it is funny. Country artists stuck in the, or lost in the woods.
Country music was a rooster. You probably wouldn't know it, don't lay eggs. The country music was a set of Gamecock gas. You probably get stabbed in the hand. If country music was baby chickens in a ticket, would you have corn dust covered on your bridges? I am the country like rooster feed to a bucket. Just fucking telling y'all. This song is called The Bridge, and I'm about to burn it down and make it where these sissy ass big wigs can stop fucking up my hometown. And I don't wanna hear that we ain't good enough, or the radio ain't got room. Bitch, I get the same spins on my Spotify list as your newest and hottest dude.
That, I'm not exaggerating when I say that's inspiring. As somebody who wanted to do something, be a singer, that now these artists can do that, can be basically just as big, just as popular without the radio, it's just crazy. I just wish back when I was trying to do it that I would have known. I don't know if it was really that possible in the mid 2000s to do that. Pre-YouTube, I think everything was a lot harder. Now, anybody can turn on their camera, their cheap Walmart webcam and cheap Walmart microphone. Guilty as charged. And you basically do some kind of entertainment on YouTube. I think that's really cool. But back then, not so much. I mean, I knew YouTube came about sometime in that period, late 2000s, I guess, but it wasn't like huge. I mean, it wasn't a widespread thing like it is now. Like now, it's like everyone knows YouTube. Back to the song.
Was a rooster, I'd probably be a big Cuban dog. If country music was a six-cock derby in Kentucky, be the last one standing tall. If country music was a walk string, a barrel, I'd break loose and strut the yard. 'Cause we are the country like rooster feed to a bucket, and we like songs that say fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Woo.
And I guess all there's left to say is music industry. Hello. But anyway. Oh, I grew up with country music. Probably pretty much only maybe some oldies until I was probably in middle school. Went to my first school dance in sometime in middle school, and just hanging out with friends, and remember hearing, I believe, Ace of Base, and that was like my first like pop music, I guess you could say. And yeah, I know I went through a long period of time where I didn't want anything to do with country music. It was just too like, I don't know, I'm not really sure what it was, but sometime in college I started to hear the country that had more like rock pop influences, like Keith Urban and stuff. And that's kind of when I came back to it a little. And more recently, funny enough, I found Upchurch because I like was starting to find out about these independent artists like Tom McDonald. And so it's funny, I found kind of found some new interesting independent country music that has a wide range of influences, including like obviously rap and rock. You know, it's just so amazing like these days. And but the thing I like the most, I think, about Upchurch is his ability to like he's a musician. Like he can do anything pretty much, from what I can tell. I have another song that I want to do by him that's definitely makes me think more old school country, and you don't hear that much these days. Well, for a long time, I think there's a lot more these days. You start to hear more people doing a little more of that, just because probably because of Upchurch and the other artists doing it. Because if they know people like it, of course the labels are gonna say, "Hey, do this. It makes money. Do it." But anyway, if you actually watched this 21-minute video, you're really cool, and make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and of course, I will put the link to the original video in the description. Make sure you check that out as usual, because I mean, you just have to. I mean, we have to support these artists. And anyway, that's enough of me for now. See you soon. Bye.